nice.
Well, good morning. It's another beautiful day in the Outback.
A really creamy bowl of glop. Either way, it's going to be delicious. Good morning, everyone. I'm here in Australia with David Mackenzie, and we are on our way deep into the Channel Country of Western Queensland. 2 years ago or so, David saw a presentation by the Western Rivers Alliance where they were discussing the beauty and the majesty of the Channel Country. He came away impressed, and as he was telling me the story of this place, I was impressed as well. And we began planning a trip into this part of the country to see for ourselves the beauty of this place and to learn more about it. We've just left the beautiful little town of Miles. We're on our way to Long Reach this morning. We expect to get there this evening, probably around 5 o'clock. We left Brisbane yesterday a little bit late, got in a couple of hours behind, but we had a lovely dinner at the local pub and a beautiful, restful night at the local hotel, and we're on our way, so the adventure begins.
Been driving for about 3/4 of an hour. Hopefully we'll get to Roma in about 20 minutes, half an hour. We're going to be driving for 2 days, and that gets us roughly into the geographic centre of Queensland. So Queensland's a big place. You drive for 2 days in Texas and you're about 3 states away.
This is such a beautiful drive too. We were just talking about the fact that this is such a long, wide expanse of wild country, and every so often we'll find little settlements, little pockets of people who have decided to make this little piece of the Outback their home, and it makes you wonder what caused them to pick that particular spot to settle.
This trip is an exploration of the Lake Eyre Basin, and where we're headed is the top end of the Lake Eyre Basin. So this sign behind us just shows you that we're entering this massive area. What that means is that all these rivers and channels from here on drain in towards Central Australia, the central part of Australia, to a place called Lake Eyre. And what we're looking at is Cooper's Creek and the Diamantina River, which form part of the northern part of the channels, which all feed down into Lake Eyre. We're going to see some beautiful environment, lots of wildlife and lots of rivers and green grass, because there's been floods a couple of months ago, and all of these channels have got plenty of water in them, which is a fairly unusual occurrence, so it's a great time to be out here. So it's going to be a fun adventure. There's plenty of friendly flies here in Australia to keep us company as well, so we're going to have a good time. We're going to be doing lots of photography and photographing some of the beautiful landscapes and looking for some of the unique wildlife. We're going into the habitat of the western taipan snake, which is the most deadly land snake in the world, so we hope to find some of those to photograph in the next few days. Linda's a bit horrified at that prospect, but I'm pretty excited about being able to photograph some of the amazing reptiles out here.
We're on the Warrego Highway. These are gum trees along here that we see primarily, and every so often we see if we can find it. There it is. That's a prickly pear cactus, folks. And that's something that we don't see in the States too often. We see prickly pear cactus growing close to the ground, but not up on tree stalks like that. We're on our way to Long Reach. We've got about 700 odd kilometers to go. Coming into one of those little pockets of people that I mentioned earlier. This is the little town of Wallumbilla, right? Yeah. After Wallumbilla comes Roma, and then on the other side of Roma there will be Muckadilla. Coming into Roma now. I think we're going to have breakfast here. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Breakfast in Roma. We've been driving for about an hour and a half. Perfect time.
Awesome.
The largest cattle selling centres in Queensland.
rolling, vast plain country. What did you say, David? Cultivation?
Yeah, this is all cultivation, a lot of wheat and sorghum and maize, sunflowers at different times. Still a lot of beef cattle, and some black Angus cattle over there.
What were you saying about the drought master?
There was a sign that we passed for a drought master cattle stud back there, and the drought master breed of cattle were developed in Queensland. They were selected for being ideally suited to the hot tropical or subtropical climate, resistant to a lot of parasites. So really good hardy cattle that do very well in these Australian conditions. Beautiful cattle. I used to have drought masters when I had my cattle place back in the Brisbane Valley. Lovely cattle.
So is it likely to look like this all the way to Longreach, or will we see different types of countryside?
It'll be a little bit different, but basically fairly flat to rolling hills now for the next 7 hours or so. There'll be the odd little hill that'll pop up, but primarily it's going to look a lot like this, fairly open. We'll get into some Mitchell grass plains country a bit later on this afternoon.
What is Mitchell grass?
Mitchell grass is just a native grass that persists out here. Very good stock feed. There used to be a lot of sheep out here, but the economics of wool for the last 20 or 30 years hasn't been too good, so there's way less sheep now. In fact, I don't think we've seen any sheep today, have we? We saw some yesterday afternoon, but
We've just come into the little town of Mitchell, which bills itself as the gateway to the Outback. Beautiful little place. We'll spend a bit of time here on our way back through. I'm leaving Mitchell. Show me the magic. Look at that. Presto, instant tent. So cool.
the house is built. Well, we finally made it to Longreach. We've been driving since about 7 o'clock this morning, and it's just after 6 o'clock. We've just made camp, got our rooftop tent there all ready to go. We're just kicking back, having a nice glass of wine, then we're going to go and have some dinner, and then I think we'll crash early. Been a long day, but great day.